Yo, what up guys? Welcome to the fucking video for today. Behind me, you may be able to see the Williamsburg Bridge, which goes into Brooklyn from Manhattan. Very cool stuff. So let's talk about what I want to talk about today, which is, do you need to become a social person in order to get girls? My answer to this is yes, but no. What do I mean? In the beginning, a lot of people tell you need to become a social person, you need to go talk to people, you need to ask people how their days are, you need to just talk to everyone and just become like a very social person in order to get girls. I think this actually misguides a lot of people when they're first starting out in like game or just talking to girls in general. Why? Because this actually delays the problem. A lot of people will start like making conversations with random people, doing activities that are not related to getting girls. The way that you actually get girls in the beginning and the way that you start taking action is not by doing activities that are unrelated to it. It is by focusing on the task at hand. And if the task at hand is getting girls or getting dates, then you need to be going ahead and doing that and focusing on that alone. A lot of people are going and doing like external things, talking to cash registers, talking to random people as they're walking by, and kind of just being like socially weird or like uncalibrated a lot of the time. So what you want to do actually is focus on the simplest path to get what you want in the very beginning. You need to focus on the simplest path. Why? Because you need to start taking action in the direction of what you want. So the simplest way to start actually doing cold approach and learning social skills and talking to girls is by talking to fucking girls, surprisingly enough. A lot of people like try to circumvent this by like becoming a social person first. No, fuck all that. If that shit doesn't matter, go and talk to girls. Get over your fear is the main problem at hand. You can do it a little bit indirectly, but don't do it so indirectly that you're trying to become a different person before you talk to a girl. The main problem at hand is talking to a girl. So we need to address that problem, we need to attack the problem more directly than becoming a social person, in my opinion. Okay, so how do you attack the problem instead of this? You fucking talk to girls. And you can simplify it because there is a lot of fear around it. There is a lot of anxiety around this when you're first starting out. So you can sort of go a little bit indirectly at it by starting slowly, starting with like compliments, or starting with just saying hi, and then like giving yourself permission to walk away, and then slowly working up to doing an approach with a girl. If your social skills are so like incredibly bad that like you need to like talk to cash registers to get over your fear of people, then that makes sense. However, most people are actually not starting at that level. They're starting at a decent level where they had some socializing. They're just scared of girls. They're just scared of like approaching girls. So if that's you, and you're not like, and you don't have like actually crippling anxiety or maybe even like a problem, like a mental issue, then just go and start talking to girls. Give yourself permission to go and do a bad approach. I actually do this a lot when I'm first starting like for the day, because the first approach is typically like the hardest one, the most fear around it. So what I'll do is I'll just go say hey, and then like just have like a small conversation. Hey, I like your, you have a cute like look or whatever, and then just have like a short conversation and then leave. But it's with the girl usually. It's not on someone who's working somewhere. So just get an idea of like what your actual like fears are, where you have like the most like anxiety around when you are starting to learn this. If you notice that you are very scared to talk to cash registers, then yeah, you might want to go and do that to get over that fear. If you notice that you're scared of like giving someone a compliment, then go and do that. But yeah, most people have like an average level of like social awareness and intelligence. The main problem that they're facing is actually just approaching and talking to just some girl or just someone that they're like sexually interested in, if that makes sense, and expressing like a sexual desire. Okay, so if that is you, then start talking to girls. Don't try to go around and fucking talk to people and do all this extra shit that really doesn't need to be done. You need to address the problem. Whatever your problem is, it is unique for everyone. So look at your problem, look at where you have anxiety, look at, what you're trying to do, and then figure out a plan that makes sense for you. Figure out, where you are at, like socially. If you are scared of, doing X, then go do X. If you're scared of Y, go do Y. Slowly work up to it. Okay. Cool. Do you need to change who you are to start like socializing and start getting girls? My answer to this is, like I said in the beginning, yes but no. You do need to change eventually, but in the beginning, you don't. In the beginning, you need to start taking action. You need to move in the right direction as quickly as possible. So go say hi to a girl and walk away. That is my advice to the majority of people watching this video, is you have some social intelligence. You just need to start actually talking to girls. Go say hi, walk away. Okay, this is a perfect way to like desensitize yourself to the whole process. And for the majority of people watching this video, that makes the most sense for you. Okay? Eventually you do have to change who you are though. You have to actually become a different person, embody different characteristics, change your mental state in order to get better and better with this stuff. However, in the beginning, it is not necessary. I do want to talk about it a little bit though. This is something that I haven't actually thought about, so I'm going to do this live on camera. How do you need to change yourself a little bit in order to get different results with girls? You need to become like a different person. If you want to get a certain girl that likes certain things and you have an idea of who that is or what that girl is looking for, what you can do is actually look at people who are having success with that girl, and then you can become that person. If that girl dates guys that are very successful, rich, carry themselves confidently, and believe certain things about the world, if they believe that the world is easy, if they believe that everyone likes them, if they believe that they have a good career, etc., then you can start to believe those things. And the way that you believe those things is you act like that person. It is fake it until you make it. So act like the person you want to become. Act like the person that whatever girl you like, whatever guy that they're dating, act like that person now. Become that person now, and slowly you will start to take on the characteristics of that person. You will just straight up become a different person. And in a lot of cases, once you get past like the initial fear of approaching, you actually do have to change who you are. You have to become more confident in general. You have to become more assertive. You have to be more relaxed, carefree, have more fun. And yeah, the way that you do it is oftentimes fake it till you make it. There are technical exercises as well, but it's having conviction in your own mind that you are that person. It's becoming that person. It is acting like that person. It is straight up just choosing to be that person every day, every moment that you can. Every time there's a decision, should I do this activity or should I go do this? You want to pick whatever is most congruent with the person you're trying to become. And so if you're about to eat a bag of Cheetos or not eat a bag of Cheetos, if the person you want to be would not eat the bag of Cheetos, you don't eat the bag of Cheetos. And you just slowly start to just make decisions that are congruent with the person that you want to become. And this is necessary in getting different girls, because you can think about anyone who's gone through like a certain journey in their game. Like myself, for example, when I was first starting in game, a lot of the girls I'm talking to like right now, they would not be interested in the person that I was when I was first starting game. It's because I've become much more confident. I've become much more relaxed. I know how to handle girls a lot better. I have better social skills. I have different things that changed who I was, essentially. And it's because I met different people. It's because I actually put in an orchestrated effort into becoming a different person, through thoughts and through action and believing and faking until you make it and just change. And everyone's still always changing, but the goal is to just know what you're changing towards, know who you want to become, have an idea, and then just gradually and slowly just make decisions, start to believe different things, start to see yourself that way. A big way is just actually like seeing who you want to become, having an idea of who you want to become, and then just molding your thoughts, actions, decisions in alignment, with that version of yourself that you want to become. So that's a lot of the times why you have to actually meet new people as well, experience new things, and get different perspectives on the worlds that are in alignment with the person you're trying to become. If you're hanging around people who are the type of person that you want to become, it's a lot easier to just see those characteristics and just kind of mold your behaviors to become that. Because when I moved to Miami, for example, I was hanging around a lot of guys who were very good at cold approach, pickup, they had good game. And it would have been weird for me to be around them a lot and have bad game. So I just had to slowly make it better. Not that my game is like perfect or anything by any means, but it's something that I'm working on. It would have been just a little bit weird if, for example, I was hanging around with like 5 guys who did cold approach a lot and were very good at it, and if it would just be weird if I was like scared to like talk to girls, essentially, if I was in like that group of people. So that's why it's important to just like meet new people, experience new things, and kind of just get an idea of who you want to become, and be around that type of person or that type of environment where those things are possible. Same thing with like making X amount of dollars. If you want to make a lot more money, the easiest way is probably just to hang around people who make a lot of money, because now it's weird if you make below like 30,000 and you're hanging around people who are like making 200,000. You're like out of place now. You need to step up your fucking game, or else it's actually weird and you don't belong there. Cool. So in short, do you need to become a social person in order to get girls? In the short run, no. Just go talk to the girls. In the long run, yes, you do want to be changing who you are, evolving, growing, becoming more, and doing more. If that's the direction you want to go, and if that's the type of person that you want to become, and if the girl that you would like in the future dates someone who does more than you, then you want to just start doing more, if that makes sense. Well, that's pretty much it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the view and the video and the ideas. If you have any questions, please comment below. If you would like my help directly and make sure that you're making progress and improving, then check out the links in my description.